Hey, lovies. Hi. Gosh, it's been like almost a month, give or take, since the last time I checked in with you guys. I hope all that's been well. This is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot, and I miss you guys. So, yes, with all that said, like I said, I do hope all of you guys have been well. I hope that you guys enjoyed your holiday weekend. Um, Hope that whatever's going on in your path has been, illuminating and lighting the way for something anew and all that good stuff, right? Stuff that I typically say to you guys um, whenever I open up for a reading. So, without further ado, I don't want to talk your ears off too much. For those who are subscribed already and have been subscribed for a little while, thank you for the continued support. For the new subscribers, thank you for deciding to join me on this journey as I assist you in yours. And for those who have never watched any of my videos, welcome. So, again, without further ado, we're gonna do a quick little check-in. Nothing too crazy. It's just gonna be a kind of sort of general message for the most part, but I'm kind of trying to gear towards the premise of just motivational messages from Spirit. So let's get started. Spirit, only let positive energy into this reading. We're going to do a quick little reading. I don't mind my cat. Do a quick little reading for the collective energy to see what's going on, what they need to know at this time to help motivate them on their path. Here are some most accurate messages, please, Spirit. So we have adversity on the bottom of the deck in reverse. Says as an affirmation, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. It's in the reverse. So let's get a few messages. I feel like Spirit is saying that maybe you guys don't realize how strong you are. Like you might be just dealing with so much stuff right now that it's like you don't even know like where the shit ends. It's like it's just overwhelming at this point, which I definitely can relate. I understand, what it feels like sometimes to go through these situations where it's like you're just at your wit's end with everything. You're just like, when are things gonna finally get better? When are things gonna look up? And I just realized this is a little crooked. Hold on one second. I could have just left it. It's a little bit better. It wasn't even that bad, but it was bothering me. All right. So tell us more, Spirit. Oh, ooh. I'm not gonna take all of these. It's a little too much. We got perseverance. Yes. It's the only card that flipped up for all the cards I thought out of my hand. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Exactly. Sometimes, again, we feel like with that adversity card that was in the reverse, it's like, you're going through all these adversities and you're like, am I ever going to persevere? And Spirit is like, oh, yeah, you will. You just got to believe in yourself. That's the key right now. Excuse me. Look, the card came right back out. Adversity. Same position, too. Yeah. We got to accept the challenges, learn from them, and that's how you grow and expand. You can't really grow and expand without some type of, lessons to be learned and all of that. Like, let's put it like this. How do you learn anything, right? Through trial and error, through painful experiences, at least in this human condition that we're in. Like, we have to go through different situations in our lives that help us grow and expand. Without those experiences, we really are just like this little empty little vessel of just really nothing. It builds character. I know it sounds like such a cliche, I know, but it's true. Like, when I think of the person I've become because of my adversities, I'm like, I am a totally different person than I was when I was, say, 20 something years old. And even back then I went through a lot of stuff too, but like, this past like decade or so of my life, I'm like, damn, I went through a lot and I've learned a lot, right? And through all of those lessons came the triumphs. Without the lessons, you don't have those triumphs, right? There's always this quote that I like. There is no testimony without the test, right? And that's where you guys, I feel, are at this time. We also have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I feel like a lot of that love has to do with yourself. You know, perhaps you guys have gone through situations where you've based your quote unquote success on the premise of other people, how they've treated you, and they might not have treated you as good as you feel you deserve to be treated. Maybe they've hurt you, whether it's friends, family, romantic partners, jobs. It could be anything. You know, everybody's situation is different, so take it as it resonates. But yeah, for a lot of you, you might have bared the idea of your success on, or I should say based the idea of your success upon those things. And it's like, if you're seeking a validation outside of yourself, you're never going to be fully satisfied with yourself, because the reality is you need to have that sense of validation within first. And then that's when other people are going to be like, oh, they about their shit. Bet. You know what I mean? But when you're thinking outside, when you're seeking validation outside of yourself, that's usually when you bump into these kind of, you know, bumps in the road. That is at least one of the many things that could contribute to it. And then next thing you know, you're like, ooh, maybe I should have done this differently. Yeah, let's get one more. What's the overarching theme for this reading for the collective? So we've got imagination. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Very interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have failure. Oh, I see where this is going. Failure in the reverse. I understand that I miss. Hence, it's in the reverse, like I said. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I just said something about that. You can't make this shit up. You have to fail in order to succeed. So that's interesting, that yin and yang energy, right? You got success and you also have failure. Now think about it. What's the opposite of failure? Because basically, if you think about it, if this is in the reverse, what's the opposite of failure? Success, right? So they're saying, yes, you might have failed at different things in your life, but now your success rides on the fact that you need to get past the adversities that you faced in order to persevere. And then we have empathy on the top. On the top of the deck. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And then we have in the middle of the deck, doubt. Yes, there we go. I release the need to know all the answers. So there's a lot of self-doubt. For some of you, you might be getting ready to embark on some type of journey when it comes to like maybe a creative project. I've picked up on that energy for several months now, so it definitely could be the thing for a lot of you. Everybody's situation is going to be different, obviously, but for a lot of you, I do feel like that might have something to do with what this is about. And you're afraid to move forward with it because you're scared that it's not going to work out. But the whole point is, you know, nothing ventured is nothing gained, right? So without at least trying, you won't even know if you're going to fail or succeed. You never know. But Spirit is saying there's going to be success. You just got to get past the adversities that you're almost imposing upon yourself at this point, if it's all about self-doubt. I'm preaching to the choir here because I have my moments too. We all do, you know. No one's perfect. You know, when things aren't going as planned, we get a little bit nervous and we're like, sorry, a bunch of cards just fell out. Sorry, friends. There we go. Yeah, like, I don't remember what I was about to say now. This threw me off. But yes, the point of the matter is this. We have that self-doubt. We're working on different things in our lives, whether it's creative projects or a new job or whatever, or leaving a job. All kind of different things could be, a trigger. And the thing is, if you're so doubtful in yourself, you're never going to really fully move forward. Excuse me, I'm thirsty. And yes, this is a cocktail. I earned it. It's hump day, okay? And don't know what day you guys are going to be watching this, but today's Wednesday, and I think I earned myself a little cocktail. But anyway, all right, Spirit. So can we clarify this overall energy? You've got, oh, look at that. I like it. Eight of Wands. You guys are moving forward. Fast forward movement, right? Action. Exactly. So you guys are moving past all the stuff that was holding you back. You're moving into a new direction. And Spirit is like, we see you. We are going to acknowledge all the things that you've been doing. You might not see it, but guess what? We see it, and we're going to try to make sure that we keep you guys motivated. That's why I wanted to do this reading, because I did it for myself just a little while ago, and I was like, wow, this is really eye-opening, and it made me feel a lot better. So I wanted to do the same for you guys, because now I'm like, you guys need to see what I just saw. For some of y'all, it might have been after a heartbreak with this three of swords in the reverse. Gosh, I can't talk. Three of swords on the bottom of the deck. There we go. Yeah, that's what it was. So for a lot of you, got two of cups here. So for a lot of you guys, you're moving forward from a relationship. You're bossing up. Queen of Pentacles. You guys are showing about the Queen of Pentacles. You're bossing up. You're like, no, I could find stability and all that within myself. I don't need, and success within myself. I don't need anybody else to validate me. I don't. Right? Spirit, what has the collective energy done so far when it comes to this part of their journey? Let's get those acknowledgments, right? What has the collective energy? I'm a teacher. I better know how to speak English. Yeah. What has the collective energy done at this point of their journey? Let's big them up a little bit. Thank you. For some of you, High Priestess, some of you guys might have spiritual gifts. Some of you guys are just very intuitive. You have this inner knowing and this wisdom, and you're on this journey of self-discovery, and you guys understand the truth within yourself and within the situation that you've found yourself in. And now because you've learned the truth, and you're so highly sensitive right now when it comes to your gifts, this is what's going to be the thing. And maybe that's why imagination is here. It's kind of weird that I'm saying this. It's just something I kind of like picked up, because when you think about like intuition and all that stuff, it's kind of like in this part of our brain and stuff where people are like, is that really a thing? And people say, oh, maybe it's just my imagination. Like, no, it's this. It's your intuition. You're very intuitive right now, and your gifts are only being enhanced because you're growing and expanding. So you're going to find yourself in these positions sometimes where you're going to really question things, and you're going to be like, does that make sense? Is this really what's happening? And you're going to be like, no, that's what's happening. And it might just feel a little off sometimes. Yeah, Spirit is also saying that a lot of you guys have been working towards a sense of financial independence. The Nine of Pentacles is here in the reverse, but I feel like, because I'm asking what have you been working on, I feel like Spirit is saying you guys have gotten, or at least working on getting out of that kind of energy. You might not be fully there yet, but you're working on it. Like pre-Empress energy, I just picked up on. Yeah, you closed out cycles, successful completion. And like I said, that financial issue that you might have almost said embarked on. I'm hearing like all these words in my head. I'm sorry. I feel like Spirit is saying like you've embarked on this journey. That's why I'm hearing like so many different things happening. You've embarked on this journey when it comes to like your awareness and your self-discovery, to the point where You're a lot more independent now. You're not depending on other people as much. That's what, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you're not depending on other people as much. You've closed out those type of cycles because you're learning that inner knowing now of how you function, what makes you tick. Yeah, taking that leap of faith. This is the stuff that you guys have done, right? The Fool. So it's like this is what you guys have been working on. And a lot of this could have happened after a bad relationship, whether it was romantic or work or whatever, friends, family, so on and so forth. Everybody's situation is different, so take it as it resonates. What does the collective energy still need to work on at this time? That must be right because there's a siren. I feel like every time I do readings now, there's always sirens in the background. That or a person's car alarm goes off. I've been picking up on that. It's so weird. Especially when I do private readings. The weirdest thing happens like almost every time. All right, so Spirit is saying for what you still need to work on, 3 cards came out. You gotta just walk away from things that don't serve you anymore. Anything that, let's put it like this. These are the 3 cards that came out. We got the Empress in the reverse. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, which we already saw that card too, right? So it's like they're basically saying these are things that they still want you to work on. Move on from a lack mindset. You cannot grow and expand if you don't have the confidence for the growth, right? A lot of this shit is up here. It's all in your head. You can definitely persevere if you want to. You can definitely grow and expand if you want to, if you believe that you can. And once you start having a lack mindset, you're not going to go anywhere. And if you stay in that type of situation, you're just going to remain stagnant. If I say stagnant, like country accent. That happens sometimes. But anyway, yeah, so Spirit is definitely saying like they want you to continue to move past that. And also redefine what success means to you. Actually ask yourself what that means. And interestingly enough, a really good friend of mine who's also a reader, she's very, very gifted, Caster River on Facebook and Delilah's Den here on YouTube. She's amazing. I needed to know like more about like my blockages and things that are kind of holding me back, and that reading was incredible, and she told me so much, and a lot of this energy is very similar. The fact that I have to work on my lack mindset. I still happen to have that from time to time, and when I'm not feeling like I'm succeeding the way that I feel I'm supposed to, it's like, okay, well, what does success actually look like to you? What does it mean? What does that word mean? And to piggyback off of that idea, my grandmother, God rest her soul, she was a social worker, and you know, she really helped out in the community and everything like that. She worked for a community college here in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and she was very, very, I guess you could say, almost famous here. So many people knew her. She did work abroad, like in like Switzerland and stuff like that, for psychology and things like that. But you know, point of the matter is she had a quote that was, I set my standards high for myself because I want others to set them high for me. And then the rest of the quote is, success is a very personal thing. I define it for myself. And that quote always sticks out to me because that literally is what this is about. And I think I'm going to make that the title for this. You define success for yourself. Don't let anybody else or society or anything like that dictate what success looks like for you, because it's very easy to fall into that trap. You know, if you're telling yourself, oh, I'm only successful if I have this amount of money. No, you're successful because you're successful. Did you persevere? Did you get past all those adversities? Right? That's what makes you successful. Not how much money you have in the bank and all, like, that's great. You know what I mean? But that's monetary shit. That's 3D shit. Right? What makes you feel successful in here? Intrinsically. Not because other people said you're successful. That's how you define your success. What's going on behind the scenes for the collective energy at this time? What do they need to know? we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a very interesting. I mean, sorry, not Seven of Swords. Sorry, there could be a sneaky person in your energy, so be careful of that. Page of Swords, though, somebody who's very curious. There could be somebody watching you in your every move, or it could just be saying that this is a time for you to seek inspiration and information and things so that you can continue working on this part of your journey. Um, Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up for this. I don't think it's a bad card. I feel like it's a spirit is saying like, or I mean, I'm not picking up on bad vibes at all. We got on the bottom of the deck Six of Cups, so there could be someone from your past watching you. We have the Strength card here, so it's all about strength and bravery and inner strength, uh, confidence. So, okay. We have Five of Cups in the middle of the deck. I think Spirit is saying that I'm picking up on two different storylines, so bear with me. One part of the storyline is Spirit is saying that after a period of feeling sad and depressed, you guys are basically in this energy of inspiration and moving forward and seeking like this new part of your journey, which makes a lot of sense. You're strong, you're resilient, you're doing the damn thing, right? After something that happened in your past. Now, for the others of you, and it could be both for some, the other thing could also be that there is somebody from your past watching you, and it could be that old person from your past that we did see earlier in the reading, whether it was a relationship or family, friend, work, whatever. There might be somebody watching you currently, and that's why it's like what's happening behind the scenes. Take it as it resonates. So just be wary. Like if something feels off at all, if you feel any energy feels a little weird, just be mindful that there might be people in your energy who are trying to like kind of like figure out what you're doing. There's that sense of curiosity, and they want to know what it is you're doing. And they can mind their fucking business, because at the end of the day, you're working on yourself. Sorry for the cuss words. I don't always have time for the pleasantries. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta say what's on your mind and just speak the damn truth. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's that. So, Spirit, what is the advice for the collective? I wanted this to be very short and sweet. I just wanted you guys to get a little bit of feedback from Spirit about how well you're doing on this part of your journey, and some motivation so that you guys could keep on going. Got two cards. All right, so we have the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. All right, so I feel like Spirit is saying that, picking up on a couple of storylines here. One storyline I'm picking up on is this is the time to, if there was any like part of you that even possibly thought that there was still something left with this other situation from your past, Spirit's like, no, release that. The other way of looking at it is Spirit is just saying it's time to release yourself of any old belief systems that have been weighing you down, whatever that entails, like if it's religion or false idols, like whatever that entails for you, because everybody's situation is different. Your thoughts of love and companionship, whatever, things that have been instilled in you from a long time, and that you have to finally release so that you can kind of move forward, because those are the things that could be kind of hindering you from your progression. Excuse me. Top of the deck we have Page of Cups, which is telling me that there might be somebody, for some of you, not all, for some of you, there is somebody possibly from your past that's coming back that you've already released, who's going to try to come back and try to sweep you off your feet kind of thing. And, but they're also very childish. And it's like, we're grown ass adults here. We don't need that. That's for some. And then for others, it's saying that in order for you to receive offers of love and higher commitments and things of that, like you do have to release something from the past. But there is some type of communication coming in. We got the Page of Wands. So we got 2 page cards. We got one that's about more like the emotions, and then we got one that's about communication. So, as well as inspiration. So there's some type of good news possibly coming in. This person's very enthusiastic. Yeah, but that makes a lot of sense. There will be a decision on your part because we have the 2 of Wands here. So there's going to be a decision on your part because, again, perhaps for some, not all, the only way you're going to be able to receive this is if you release the stuff from the past. And that's a choice that you have to make on your own, right? So you could be blocking your own blessings by not releasing things that no longer serve you. Yeah. Putting time and energy into the wrong things. So Spirit is just saying basically, you know, be mindful of the things you invest in. Be mindful of those that come into your path, you know, because you are going to reap the fruit of your labor. It's just a matter of, taking that leap of faith in a new direction. Yeah, you're going to have wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups here. You know, you're going to have security, King of Pentacles. I mean, it's all about releasing things that no longer serve you. That's really what it boils down to. So if it has to do with an old relationship that went to shit, okay, that's perfectly fine. Now it's time to release that. All right, so we're going to get some closing messages from Spirit, and then we're going to close this out. Hopefully you guys stayed for the whole thing, because I feel like this was definitely helpful information for you guys. Like, you guys are definitely on the right path. You're going to find love. Not find, I don't like the word finding. You're going to receive love. You're going to receive all the fruits of your labor that you've put in, and success, all of that. It's just a matter of continuing to push forward, right? With that 8 of Wands and that perseverance. Yeah. Just keep on. Keep on keeping on. Keep on trucking. All right, Spirit, let's get a few messages to close out this reading. All right, so we got inner child. You are currently healing old emotional wounds. All of a sudden, I had a hard time breathing. Literally out of nowhere. I was just fine. So, for some of you, your heart chakra might be kind of closed off. That or your throat chakra. Or both for some. Might be closed off because of the fact that you have some old childhood wounds, and that could also be why that Hierophant is there. That need to be closed out in order for you to really truly progress, right? What's that? That's too many. That's way too many. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Soulmate. Interesting. This relationship is a match made in heaven. So again, I did just say, as you release old things that no longer serve you, whatever those things may entail, because everybody's situation is different. That's why I said something about like old value systems and things of that nature, because like your old conventions and things like that, because sometimes, you know, especially when it comes to love and relationships and marriage and all that stuff, like if we have stuff that stems from the childhood, that shit carries over with us in our adulthood, and we repeat those patterns, and then guess what? We stay stuck and stagnated. But Spirit is basically saying for a lot of us here who are watching this, as you release that stuff that stems from the childhood, that's when you'll be able to welcome in the person that you want. And the source is on the bottom. Your connection to source is the light and love that shines through and leads the way. Yeah. So you're being led to do this, giving me like 6 of wands, 6 of swords energy, you know, divinely guided, right? What else? Ooh, that flew out. All right, we got soul group. You are getting ready to unite with members of your soul family. And it came out with generosity. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed right now. So I feel like you're going to be coming across people in your life um, who are meant to be in your life. Like they're extremely important. You're like your soul tribe, whatever word you want to use, and soul family, all that stuff. They're meant to be there, and there's gonna be this equal give and take amongst you and these people. It's gonna be something that's gonna be very, very enriching, and it's gonna allow you to really understand the importance of a reciprocal relationship. If you ever had a problem with understanding what balance looks like in a relationship, aka like the Six of Pentacles kind of energy, equal give and take, temperance, all that type of stuff, like you're going to meet people finally that align with that part of your purpose and who you are and things you should have been seeing and feeling when it comes to relationships. Let's get one more. Or a few. This is not as many as like before, and I think these cards really were meant to come out. So we have increase. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. Nice. With new door, your prayers have been answered and a new door is being held open for you. Reading this intuitively, this is very, 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 very interesting because we have new door and the number is 46. That's 10, right? So that's about completion. And then increase on the number, and there is 74. That's 11. That's about new beginnings. So it took, and they came out back to back. So it takes it takes an ending to create this new beginning that's about to happen in your life. And then here we have unwavering faith. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen. And then we have boundaries. You are learning the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. This was in the reverse, and I think, again, Spirit is saying that there might, because I did say that, there might be somebody kind of trying to come in towards you with some type of communication who could be from your past. It's going to be important for you to set boundaries because this person could be the person who caused all these I don't use the word cause, but they could have been part of the adversities that you were facing, that you're persevering from currently, right? So we don't want that. Top of the deck. Karma, yes, this was a karmic lesson. So another card that comes out to be 11. When you add it up, 65. So yeah, new beginnings, right? So you might be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. So you're about to receive everything that you were meant to receive in the first place. Then we have limiting beliefs. This situation calls for reprogramming your belief system. You can't make this shit up, bro. Bruh. As my son would say. And then he does the stupid blank stare. Bruh. He literally does that. He's crazy. I love that boy. But yes. Yeah. It's very clear. And then we have in the middle of the deck, positive life changes. Positive life changes are ahead if you choose to trust the process. It's a choice. It's all within yourself, reshifting your thought processes and how you evaluate things, your belief systems and all that stuff. Like all these things are going to be called into question and things like that. But the whole point is, Spirit is saying, once you work on those things, these are the things that are going to allow you to move forward and be very successful in your life. So you're gonna be just trotting along. That's not even a term I would normally use. That's a weird term to use. I heard it in my head though, trotting along. Yeah, you're doing it, and just keep on the path that you've been on because you're doing great. Spirit is definitely motivating you to keep on with everything you've been doing. Don't let anything hold you back, including people from the past, people and things from the past. Because we're not going there, right? We're not going backwards, we're going forwards. Anything or anyone who's meant to be in your life at this point, they're going to align naturally with everything and intrinsically and organically with everything that's meant to be a part of your life at this time. So if it doesn't fucking fit, let that shit go. Let it go. Hanged Man. So with all that said, thank you guys for watching. I really hope this message resonated for you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I'm so thankful for the support. So with all that said, also let me add this. I wish I would have said this in the beginning. I am available for private readings. I cover a lot of different stuff, and so if you guys ever are interested, all you have to do is look at the description box below, and my contact information is there. Also, yeah, for those who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and for everybody else, just please like and comment. I love interacting with you guys when you do happen to comment. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so yeah, that's the end of this reading, and I love you guys, like I said before. So until next time,